ultimately what we're wanting to look at is, what is the highest form of compatibility with who I am? We want to look at what that would feel like. How would it be to be with a significant other that matches that carries those values? So before going deeper into these places of codependency, it's important that we look at, as we go over these list of values, as we look at our sense of purpose, what is our bottom lines? Because there's places where we can flex, where we can adapt. And empathic people that are very caring and giving and very like carrying the weight of the relationship, we usually overcorrect and overinvest or something like that. So for us to set proper boundaries, boundaries are based off of foundation. Boundaries in a relationship is the architecture of a house, and the house is the relationship. We live in the relationship. So in every relationship, there's me, there's the other, and then there's the relationship that we share space in. So these walls, these rooms and pathways of connection of the architecture of a house is based off a foundation. And this foundation relates to your bottom lines. So I want for you to take a moment and look at, what are your bottom lines? I don't want for you to do more than 6, and ideally only going to 4. If you could define 4 things that are your unbreakable rules of a relationship, what would they be? Take a moment and think about that. So this is actually an exercise from you and your significant other. It's the very first exercise in that course. And when Vienna explains this and introduces this in Theta Healing, her bottom line was honesty, no cheating, her husband's rules that was perfectly fine with her was no drinking or drug use. And the importance of family. Vienna's kids were everything to her. So those were her 4 things. Like, hey, you treat my children well or I'm leaving. You cheat on me, I'm leaving. You lied to me, I'm leaving. And he shared the same and added no drinking. She's like, that's fine. I'm allergic to alcohol. So when you look at these values, what are those unbreakable boundaries? This can be a challenge because with soulmates, there will always be love. You'll see them and your soul loves their soul. There's levels of compatibility here. So if my soul loves their soul, even if they break my bottom line, I'll still love them. But then what situation am I putting myself in? See, trust, honesty. Okay. So you can, if you're feeling challenged coming up with 4, or you don't know how to trim it down, What are the most important values when you look back at your values?